Hey guys, episode 65 of Dragon Ball Super just finished airing. Just got done watching it. Want to sit down and kind of talk about it for a minute. I don't want to go by the episode step by step. There's a lot of channels that do that. I kind of wanted to post what I thought of the episode and what we kind of have to look forward to next week, because I just want to get this out of the way now because it's a big deal. There's been a lot of kind of go back and forth between people as to if they're going to fuse, and they are. Vegito is in next week's episode. They show a preview at the end, which I'll see if I can get some stills from. But Vegito is in next week's episode, and he's fighting Merge Zamasu, who looks like he's having some problems of his own because he's like half melted. But I'll save that for the end after we get through this. So first thing, obviously, Merge Zamasu is super powerful. Goku Vegeta had no chance against him, and they just kind of get smacked around for a while, pretty easily. They do end up, so Zamasu summons this very large, like, bird-looking energy thing behind him, and it's just shooting like these energy waves at people, killing people, and Goku and Vegeta actually are able to destroy it with their Super Saiyan Blue forms. So they destroy that, but even then, Zamasu is able to take both of them at the same time and just basically beat them in 2 hits. So they're both down. And we see Trunks again, and he actually is able to power up to his like Super Saiyan Blue form mixture. He actually uses the Gallic Gun and is able to hold off Zamasu with the Gallic Gun. Now, Vegeta sees him struggling and sees all this happening. He decides to get up, and they do basically their version of the family Kamehameha wave. So they're both using the Gallic Gun, and they're fending off Zamasu with 2 Gallic Guns merged together. Now, they're able to push back Merge Zamasu's blast, which I thought was kind of weird because Zamasu is a fused Potara character. He should be like exponentially more powerful than everyone, just like how Vegito was. Vegito is stronger than Buhan, which is ridiculous. But either way, they are able to push the blast back. However, it does no damage to Zamasu, as it shouldn't. And at this point, Zamasu goes to essentially kill Trunks, but Vegeta steps in the way, and he got hit hard. Like, his armor is off now, and you know what? They threw this in there, and once I saw this happen, I was like, oh, I wonder if there's just going to be no fusion. Like, I wonder if there's not going to fuse at all, because Vegeta looks pretty bad, actually. He looks pretty beat up here, but after that, we see Goku kind of appear near on the other side of Zamasu, and he shoots his energy blast, his Kamehameha wave at him. Zamasu fires back, and right at the end, both blasts kind of explode, and that's how we end the episode. So, in some of the previews leading up to this, it was made apparent that more than likely the time ring that's on Zamasu's hand is going to be destroyed by Goku. And that actually makes a lot of sense, because in the preview, which is what I really want to talk about, the next week's preview, I want to talk about more than this episode. But in next week's episode, we actually see Zamasu having some issues. Like I said, he's all purple in the face. His like arm is like melting almost looking. It's very weird. And what they were saying is, because that time ring is destroyed, one of the Zamasus is actually not existing then, but he's fused. So there's going to be some weird things happening with the Potara fusion and everything. The person who's fused with him technically doesn't exist, but the fusion makes a new person, so they kind of exist. It's weird. That's probably why he's like half purple now and melting. But after that ends, we get the preview, and I was really looking. I really wanted to see what was going to happen. I knew we weren't going to see Vegito this episode. I had a strong feeling if he was going to be in any episode, it's the following. And yes, right away, the preview wasted no time. The first shot is Vegito right there, and it's great. He does use the instant transmission. He becomes a Super Saiyan Blue. So we're dealing with a god form, essentially, Vegito, which should be obscenely powerful. And we do see him just basically smacking Zamasu around like it's no problem at all. So I don't think he'll have a problem with them. The real problem we're going to run into is essentially he should still be immortal. Zamasu should still be unable to be killed, essentially. Vegito can probably punish him all he wants, but it's probably not going to make a difference, and they're going to have to figure something out. They can't do the Mafuba. I mean, I guess they can go back and get the seal and bring it back, but more than likely, King of All will be summoned, just based on some of the episodes titles and previews that have been leaked. More than likely he's going to be summoned, and he's going to have to pretty much blink him out of existence. I would be really curious. I was really hoping Beerus would make it into the future, because I would be really curious to see Beerus's reaction to Vegito as a god now, because that would be... I mean, honestly, Vegito should be stronger at this point than Beerus. He should be. We were not 100% sure, but the way that fused Zamasu was able to just defeat Goku and Vegeta at the same time as easily as he did, and Whis pretty much told them that if they worked together, they could probably beat Beerus. There's a good chance that Zamasu in his current form may be equal to Beerus, and now Goku and Vegeta as Vegito, as a Super Saiyan God with Super Saiyan Blue, should be more powerful than Beerus, I would assume. Maybe not as strong as Whis. I don't think that's even possible because he's like an angel. But I would say they're probably at least on par with Beerus, probably a little stronger. So now, this whole episode, I feel like, is something we had to get out of the way so we can get to the next episode. So now I have to wait another week to see Vegito pretty much beat up Zamasu big time. But the great thing you can notice in that preview trailer is there was a lot of fighting going on, which means if they're going to fuse, they're going to fuse in like the first 5 minutes. That's probably the first thing they decide to do after they show Zamasu having some problems with his fusion. They're probably going to go turn around and say, hey, let's fuse and take care of these guys. So, unfortunately, the episode's Japanese. I don't know Japanese, but it was there was a lot of talking going on, but it was pretty obvious what was happening, and Zamasu just smacking him around. Again, I liked some of the highlights from the episode. I liked the family Gallic gun. I thought that was really cool. Trunks still looks really strong, even though he probably shouldn't be as strong as he is, but he still looks strong. And I like the fact that Zamasu is immensely powerful right now. They have that big super bad villain, but I think next episode Vegeto's gonna take him down a peg and probably end him. Well, he's gonna try to, but I do think King of All will be summoned, and he's going to be what finishes off, probably because they don't know what to do with him at that point. They'll have him in check, but they won't know what to do with him because he's immortal. So I think King of All will be summoned. He'll come in, he'll blink him out of existence or do whatever he needs to do, and then, I guess, go out then. That would be probably a super anticlimactic ending. I hope that's not the case, but we're getting close to the end of this arc right now, so that probably will be, because as soon as this time ring's broken, remember, one of the two Zamasus is gone. So they're only fighting one technically now. So, yeah, good episode. Overall, I liked it. I really, really, really looking forward to next week's. I want to get to that episode and see it, but we'll have to wait. So, I'll check out the dubbed, or the subbed version, I guess, probably the next 2 hours when it'll be out, but I just wanted to get my initial thoughts and reactions out now, and I will see you guys. Check back in. I'll do some more stuff, but I'll definitely see you guys next week, immediately following that episode, because I just want to talk about how badly Vegeto's probably going to kick the crap out of Zamasu now. So I'll see you guys, I guess, next Saturday night, probably around this time, 9 o'clock maybe. So I'll see you guys then.